Hey everybody, in today's video I'm going to show you how to set an alarm on your Garmin Forerunner 955 watch. I've got the solar version. Shouldn't matter whether you've got the solar or the non-solar version. This video should work the same for you. The other thing I'll say is this is kind of complicated to show in a video because there's a lot of different ways you can get to this setting. For example, you can use the clocks application and it'll take you in there. I'm going to be showing you going straight through your settings menu on how to set an alarm. The other thing I'll say is I'm going to show you how to do this on the watch. I'm going to be using the buttons today. I won't be using the touchscreen functionality. You could use touchscreen if you're a touchscreen person. The easiest way to do this is not to do it on the watch. It's to go into your Garmin Connect account on your Garmin Connect app on your cell phone. Set it on your cell phone, simply sync the watch, and it'll sync all of the changes to your watch. That's one of the benefits of these newer Garmin watches like this one, is most of your settings you can do on the cell phone app, and then it'll simply sync to your watch. But nonetheless, let's go ahead and do it on the watch. We're going to start by pressing and holding the middle button on the left-hand side. That is our menu button. It's going to take us into our menu settings, and then all we're going to do is we're going to either use the up or down button. You could use touchscreen as well. We're going to go down to alarm clock. Pretty simple. We're going to press the top right button to select alarm clock, and you'll see the very first option for me is add an alarm because I don't already have an alarm in there. If you already had an alarm set, you would see it here. If you had multiple alarms, you would see that as well. Let's simply press the top right button to add an alarm, and then it's pretty simple. I've got my hours and minutes here. I think I've got my touchscreen off, yeah. Oh, actually I've got it on. So look, if you wanted to use touchscreen, you could simply use touchscreen, or I can use the buttons. Once you've got your hours set, you can click over to minutes. You could also progress by pressing the top right button. So if you're not using touchscreen, press the top right button, it'll take you to the minutes. Again, use the up or down button, go to your minutes. Same thing with the AM or PM indicator. Do you want it to be AM or PM? You can always press the top right button and that will set it. It says, hey, is this right? Do you want to confirm it? Press the top right button to confirm it. Now you've got your alarm set. Now you're not really done here. At this point, you can go in and you can customize the alarm. We could add an additional alarm by going down and doing add alarm. But now that we've got one built, you can see that it's on and it's set for once. If I press the top right button, now I can go in and I can actually edit it. Let's say tomorrow is my day off and I don't want it on. I can simply just turn the alarm off. It's still saved in my alarm listing, but it's not active. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it back on. We can go down and adjust the time if we needed to. Let's say you wanted to get up 5 minutes earlier. You could basically go back into the setting we just saw, click over to minutes, or press the top right button to go over to minutes and adjust it. The other thing you can change is your repeat. So right now it's set for once. If I press the top right button, I can go into the options. I can have this go off every day, just on weekdays, just on weekends, or I can do a custom schedule. Custom is where I could choose specific days that I want this alarm to be active. So for example, if I just wanted it on Saturday and Thursday, set it. Now I've got it set to repeat on Saturdays and Thursdays. Sound and vibration, you can basically choose per alarm how do you want it to go off. Tone and vibration means it's going to make a noise and it's going to vibrate. I could set it just to vibrate or just to make a noise. Or I can set it to none. So if you wanted a silent alarm, you could do that. I don't know that many people would use that, but I guess you could have a purpose for that. In this case, I'm going to just put tone and vibration. Backlight. When the alarm goes off, do you want your backlight to turn on or not? You can simply toggle that on or off. You can go down and you can label it. So for example, do you want this to have a specific title? Wake up, workout, reminder, appointment, training, class, meditate, bedtime. The one thing I wish they would do, I don't know that it's really that important. It'd be cool if you could give it a custom label. Like if I wanted to set an alarm for every day to take a pill or something like that, you could set it as medication or whatever, but they don't give you that option. They just give you some default values that you can choose. So I'm going to just say bedtime just to show you what it looks like. Last but not least, you could go down and delete it if you decided you don't need this alarm anymore. Once you're done with your settings, simply press the back button. You've got your alarm set. You could go down and add a totally different alarm. What's cool about this watch is you could set a totally different alarm, meaning if the top one you just want to vibrate and beep, and the bottom one you want to be silent, It's totally fine. All of the settings are unique per alarm. A lot of watches will give you a global setting. The Garmin actually gives it to you per alarm, which I think is a pretty neat feature. Once you're done, you can simply press the back button a couple of times, get you back to the main watch face. You can always press and hold the menu button as well to get back to the main watch face. Let me show you guys that real quick. So let's go back into the alarm clock. If I want to go back to my main watch face, I could press the back button a couple times, or I could press and hold the middle button on the left side, and that will take me back to my main watch face. Anyway, that's the basics of how to set an alarm. Again, we did it on the watch. You could also do this in the Garmin Connect app. I hope the video helps.